We are told at the end of Genesis 1 that when God made the world, he looked at it and saw that it was very good. It was a perfect reflection of the perfect character of a holy God. There was no sin anywhere. And man lived in a relationship with his Creator. Yet sadly, as we see in today's reading, that was soon to change. Let's hear Genesis chapter 3, verses 1 to 15.
Now the serpent was more subtle than any animal of the field which Yahweh God had made. He said to the woman, "Has God really said, 'You shall not eat of any tree of the garden'?" The woman said to the serpent, "Of the fruit of the trees of the garden we may eat, but of the fruit of the tree which is in the middle of the garden, God has said, 'You shall not eat of it, neither shall you touch it, lest you die.'" The serpent said to the woman, "You won't surely die, for God knows that in the day you eat it, your eyes will be opened, and you will be like God, knowing good and evil." When the woman saw that the tree was good for food, and that it was a delight to the eyes, and that the tree was to be desired to make one wise, she took of its fruit, and ate. And she gave some to her husband with her, and he ate. The eyes of both of them were opened, and they knew that they were naked. They sewed fig leaves together and made themselves aprons. They heard the voice of Yahweh God walking in the garden in the cool of the day, and the man and his wife hid themselves from the presence of Yahweh God among the trees of the garden. Yahweh God called to the man and said to him, "Where are you?" The man said, "I heard your voice in the garden, and I was afraid, because I was naked, and I hid myself." God said, "Who told you that you were naked? Have you eaten from the tree that I commanded you not to eat from?" The man said, "The woman whom you gave to be with me, she gave me of the tree, and I ate." Yahweh God said to the woman, "What is this you have done?" The woman said, "The serpent deceived me, and I ate." Yahweh God said to the serpent, "Because you have done this, cursed are you, above all livestock and above every animal of the field. On your belly you shall go, and you shall eat dust all the days of your life. I will put enmity between you and the woman, and between your offspring and her offspring. He will bruise your head, and you will bruise his heel."
What we find in Genesis chapter 3 is the entrance of sin into the world. It is as a result of the historical events recorded in this chapter that there exists a separation between the holy God and his now sinful creation. We are told about the separation in verse 7, but also mentioned are both shame and guilt as a consequence of the sin of our first parents. As a result of their sin, God pronounces a curse that will fall not just on Adam and Eve, but upon the entire human race who descend from them. God, the only truly just judge, pronounces the guilty verdict on Adam and Eve. From now on, life would be hard for them. They would be expelled from the Garden of Eden, they must work hard, and there would be pain in childbirth. And ultimately, they would die. However, the greatest punishment is their spiritual death, their loss of fellowship with God as a result of their sin. Now you might think that all is lost, but it is here, at this point of tragedy, that God introduces a note of hope. We read in Genesis 3:15 of a conflict between the seed of the woman and the seed of the serpent. We read that while the seed of the woman will be wounded, ultimately he will triumph and crush the head of the serpent. How that will be accomplished, we're not yet told at this point, but we will discover the answer as we continue these readings through to Christmas.